What's going on, guys? Brayden of Fate or Mars here. Um, Today's story is about my first fight. And I wouldn't even really consider this a fight. It was basically just us rolling around on the ground, kind of hitting each other a little bit. I mean, clearly the school considered it a fight, but in both of our heads, we don't even consider it as such. But this is my first, fight that I got ISS for, and it started over a girl. I know you guys are gonna fucking flame me in the comments or whatever, but um, like this girl, I wasn't even fucking dating her. We were just kind of talking a little bit or whatever you'd call it in sixth grade. But she was like, "Oh my god, this dude, he won't leave me alone." And I'm gonna give this dude a name. I'm gonna just call him Aiden. Okay, Aiden kept pressuring her. Like, if you don't date me, I'm gonna kill myself. Or, like, if you don't date me, then I'm gonna shoot up the school. He said those exact words. If I find the um, pictures, I'll link my Twitter in the comments so you guys can, see. But, oh, shit. But, Aiden just kept doing this to her and shit. So I texted him, I was like, "Yo, Aiden, you don't fucking stop, dude. Like, we're gonna fight." And he was like, "Okay, then let's fight outside at recess." And I was like, "Okay." Because at my school, we still had recess in sixth grade. So, me and him, we were just kind of messing around. We were arguing a little bit. And I was like, "So then push me, bitch." And I can't even, I can't even imitate how high pitched my voice was at that time. So, like, "Come over here and swing, bitch." And he pushed me, and so I was like, "Okay." So, like, I took my hand in a fist, but my hand was still flat, but my knuckles were curled into like a fist. I hit him in the side of the face, and then whenever I did that, it knocked his glasses like completely off of his face, his stupid fucking face. But it knocked his glasses off onto the blacktop, and whenever it knocked him off, I just started to laugh at him because, like, haha, bitch, your glasses fell off. You can't see, Velma looking ass. And so I was making fun of him for that. And we started fighting. Like, he pushed me to the ground, and then, like, we were rolling around in the mud. And I was wearing these, like, brand new jeans that I got. They weren't very expensive. They were, like, Old Navy jeans. They were, like, $15 on clearance. But it was a muddy day, so there was mud outside in the grass where we were at. And the grass was right next to the blacktop, by the way. So he pushed me down, he got on top of me, and he tried to fight me, like he was trying to hit me and shit, and I kept moving around. And so finally I flipped him over, and I got on top of him, and I started, like, punching the shit out of him. Like, I hit his neck, I hit his torso and stuff. And then this fat dude comes and pulls me off. I'm gonna give the fat dude a name, too. We're gonna call him fucking Mike, okay? Now, Mike grabs me by the back of this, like, red jacket that I bought from Walmart, and I was like, "All right, dude, this is a new fucking jacket. Fuck you, Mike." And he goes, "You two need to knock it the hell off." And then the teachers obviously came, and they were like, "Oh my god, are you guys fine? Like, up to the office now." And, like, they were just kind of being dicks about it. And then, since this was my first fight that I actually got sent up to the office for, um, the principal asked me what happened, and I told him everything that happened. And I showed him all the screenshots of what he was saying. And he was like, "Okay, I'll have a talk with Mr. God damn it, I forgot the name that I gave him. Fuck. Aiden. I'll have a talk with Mr. Aiden about this. This is a very serious matter." I was like, "Okay." And I started crying whenever he told us to write down our stories on, like, why we started fighting. And, like, I started crying because, like, I was a bitch, okay? Like, I was a complete bitch. And I was, like, scared to get ISS or OSS or whatever. Because I had it once before, but I was in second grade. I'll tell a story on that later. But I was actually so scared. Like, I started bawling my fucking eyes out like a little bitch. And we were just arguing and stuff. Like, me and him, we were in the office arguing. And the principal was like, enough, you two. And I was like, fuck him. And the principal was like, watch your language around me, son. And I was like, don't call me son. I'm not your fucking son. And then I said if I was, I'd rather blow my own brains out. And he goes, all right, you get an extra day of ISS whenever you come back. I was like, okay, fine, fuck you. Because this was over the weekend after, like, okay, this was on a Thursday, and my school doesn't have school on Fridays. And so, and then I got there on Monday. I went to go get my breakfast, and then our superintendent came up to me, not even the fucking principal, the superintendent, was like, Braden, come on, come with me. And I was like, you're not the principal, who are you? Because I didn't even know who she was. And she was like, I'm the superintendent, let's go to the ISS room. I was like, okay, fine. I had like 6 days ISS, I think, 5 or 6, but originally it was supposed to be like 3. But this dude literally sat in the room with teachers. That's all he did. But I was an ISS, like, the fuck? But I had this younger guy who was my ISS dude. I don't even know what to call him because he wasn't a teacher. He was a part-time sub, I know that. But his name was Mr. Robert, literally. He goes, look, dude, I don't care what you do as long as you get your work done. Like, you can play on your phone, play on your Chromebook. I don't really care. And this dude, he was in his 20s. He was a younger dude. And he's also like a wrestling coach, I think. Yeah, he's a wrestling coach. And he'd tell me stories like he'd invest in crypto and shit while we were in there. And he was like, hell yeah, I think he made like $500. And he was like, I'm gonna invest it. And I was like, yo, don't do that. You just got lucky enough by fucking, like, by making that money. He was like, good call, man, good call. And then on the end of every day, he'd tell me, like, a story from whenever he was in high school. So, like, 2016 through 2020. And he was like, so one time, it was a story about, like, how there was this dude who was talking trash on him. So as they were walking on the buses one day, he just pushed him, and the dude ended up hitting his head and busting it open on the concrete. And Mr. Robert had to take, like, I think it was anger management classes, or he'd get, like, a few weeks in jail. So he obviously chose the anger management classes. And this dude, I'm not even joking, he'd be like, oh my god, they just legalized weed. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. He'd tell me, like, news stories about, like, what would pop up on his computer. I'd be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, man, that's cool. And he was just a really cool guy. He doesn't really work for our school anymore. I don't know why, but, good for him, because my school fucking sucks dick. But he was a really cool guy. And my English teacher was a complete bitch. And I'm glad that she's not even a middle school English teacher anymore. She moved down to, like, I think it was 2nd or 3rd grade English. But she came in that morning after I got all my work done and shit, and was like, if I catch you playing games again, then I'm gonna take your Chromebook and you're just gonna have a dictionary. I was like, okay. I kept playing games all that day, I can't even lie. And this bitch was like, she came up, and I had my phone underneath my Chromebook because we were going to the bathroom. I was like, hey, Mr. Robert, can I use the bathroom? He was like, yeah, man, of course. I gotta go too, I can't even lie. So I went to the bathroom and stuff. I was in the urinal. He was at the stall. And this dude was just on his phone watching TikTok. And I was like, all right, man, I'm done. I'm going to go back to the room. And he goes, all right, I know I can trust you, but just, like, stay off my computer and shit. I was like, all right, man. As I'm walking, like, the bathroom and the ISS room aren't very far away. And my English teacher was like, Braden, what did I tell you specifically not to do? I was like, play games. And she was like, exactly. I told you not to play games, and you did it anyway. So this is going to be your new best friend for the year. And she gave me a fucking dictionary. I think I still have the dictionary, actually. I never gave it back. But she said that, and she was like, oh, what's this? Is this a new iPhone? It wasn't the new iPhone, but she had a Samsung. So she was like, ooh, is this a new iPhone for me? And she took it up to the office, and I was like, really, bitch? Like, how unhappy are you in your life that you gotta make my life hell? And she was like, watch your language with me. And I was like, I'm not going to watch my language with you because fuck you. And I said it in this Eric Cartman voice because I'm really good at that voice. But I said it like that. And she was like, well, you need to stop it with the BS. I was like, okay, fine. Just like take my stuff. Just don't break it. Because one time she got mad at someone in our class. And she went to throw an eraser at the kid because the kid fell asleep. And she missed, and the eraser hit his Chromebook because his Chromebook screen was open. And she broke his Chromebook, so she had to pay for it. Shit, I'm tired. And, yeah, it was a funny experience, but, like, I was like, man, they're gonna keep my phone, and my parents are gonna have to come pick it up. Like, can I use yours to call my mom and tell her? And he was like, no, they're not gonna keep it. Like, they can't do that. And which is true, because I figured this out a few days after. If the school tries to take your phone and keep it, like, until your parents come pick it up, your parents have to sign, like, a waiver for it. My parents never signed the waiver. So, pretty much, I just went up there at the end of the day and I got my phone. The office ladies were actually really nice to me. And, yeah, that's... Oh, one of my days in ISS, the school power went out because there was a fire somewhere near. And they thought that a kid had done it, like, you know, because there was a lot of school shootings at the time. And they thought that someone was trying to break into the school and, like, shoot up the school or whatever. And so we all had to go outside, like, every student in the school had to go outside with their class and shit. So, yeah, we were outside. Oh, shit. We were outside for, like, 30 fucking minutes, I swear, and it was hot as hell. Like, it wasn't hot, it was humid, because humidity is really bad in my state. And I was, like, so mad at that teacher, because I was like, I don't even have my phone, like, because she made sure to take my phone every morning, even though a bunch of the times I hid it and said that I forgot it at home. But that morning, I was like, all right, here, whatever. And I gave it to her, and I didn't even have anything to do while I was outside. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. Like and subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna fucking pressure you guys into doing that. I'm not about that. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. This has been Braden FFA or Mars here. Peace.